Allstate Insurance, the Kevin Trahan Agencies in Central Village and Niantic, Dean's Corner Diner, American Ambulance, Macara Vehicle Services, and the Jewett City Savings Bank.
Let's send it up to the Griswold Pride broadcast booth. Sean Anderson, Sean Sass, Mike Minarski, and the voice of Wolverine basketball, Kevin K.T. Thompson.
Rivalry night on SNSN in a holiday tournament action between the Griswold Wolverines and the Plainfield Panthers. It is a big night here in Griswold, Sean, and the crowd's filing in. There's already a pretty big crowd here for the conclusion of the game that's going on right now. Is Montville and Wyndham Tech. So Montville is leading 67-56 with 1:14 to go. So we're wrapping this up, and we're going to bring you all the action live between Griswold and Plainfield tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We just saw a great game here. Montville was trailing at the beginning of this game, but they were down, I believe, by 14 or 16 at one point, but they stormed all the way back. So definitely a great game, and we're going to have another great game coming up here tonight. Griswold comes into this game 2-1. The Panthers 1-1. The Panthers in their first game blown out on the road in Wyndham, 63-44. They've lost 3 of their starters from last season, Chris Peasley, Connor Davis, and Zach Lewis. They now look to Lucian Dube and a couple of other players like Markeith Conyers. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be good. It's my first chance to see both teams after last week. It was great. That was a great call. We'll be lucky. Tonight. Just be good. And this we win to go. Win tech, get, but going to be two late for them. We've good game. It's actually coming wins. Last game, 4 Green was again on 21 first 7 4 Wheeler 50-54 on all 21st. So right now is it 2 off the game East division. So a good start.
Definitely a great one Chris he down last game line cut
This time of year, families on vacation and whatnot, so that could be the reason why he's not here tonight. But we'll see how the team does without him tonight.
Yeah, so CJ Matson is going to get the second start in the row against Lyman. He put up 14 points, and Coach was happy to see him get that start. He said he was looking forward to seeing him make the most of his opportunity. I remember talking to him last week before that game about CJ, and that's what he said. And CJ definitely didn't disappoint. And they'll look to him. They'll look to Nick Gilo, who had another 20-point game. And if they can get those two going and get some points inside the paint too with Matt Dembinski and Mikey Sims, it could be a long night for the Panthers.
It could very well be. As common opponents, they have not faced the same, either team has faced a common opponent yet, but they will later on in the season. So it would be a good test for, I think, for both teams. It'll be a good test for Griswold to see where they're at and a chance for them to build on their 2-1 record in the ECC.
Definitely, and it's a great time to see what Plainfield's all about too. They're young. Well, I don't know if they're young, but they have they've lost 3 of their starters from last year, so they're putting in new guys in there, and they're still trying to figure things out. I mean, they're only 2 games into the year, so seeing them gel.
roster here. They'll play a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores. I only see one or two seniors.
Yeah, it looks like Kyle Holt, who is a running back on the football team. They got Markeith Conyers.
Sumi's a senior. Conyers is a senior.
Yep, Ahern, Tyler Ahern.
And that's your ball game here at Griswold as the Montville Indians beat the Wyndham Tech. I don't know what their mascot is, but they fall 70-64 here in the first game of the night.
Yeah. So the winner of the Plainfield Griswold game will play Montville on Saturday. We're going to have that game. We're also going to have whoever loses. So we'll have the Wyndham Tech game, and whoever loses the Griswold Plainfield game, we'll have that here on SNSN.
They're the Mighty Tigers.
They are the Mighty Tigers.
So
not to be confused with the Kellogg's guy.
That not with Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So Griswold is waiting in the wings here against Plainfield. They are arch rivals. If you know anything about the two schools, they in every sport they play, it's always a great battle. You throw your records out the window, pretty much. And anything can happen in a rivalry game, as we see in every sport. Yeah, definitely. And this is a big one for both coaches. Everybody wants to win, and we'll see who does the best, and who does the best, putting up the most points, whoever puts up the most points going to win the game. That's right. Hey, who wants it more, right? Yeah. So looks like Plainfield coming out waiting for Wyndham to clear their bench. So they can take their spot, and they'll get into their pregame warm-ups. As we're going to get started a little bit late. We're supposed to have a 7:30 start. I don't know if we're going to quite make that, but doesn't look like it. Looks like they're going to get 20-minute warm-ups, which is 5 minutes longer than what we usually see here. They usually get 15-minute warm-ups. Right. But they've extended that 5 minutes probably because of the implications. This is like we said a tournament game. Yes. So it is a small round-robin tournament. So the winner of Montville will play the winner of this game. Yes. Will be Griswold or Plainfield. That's correct. And then the loser will play Wyndham Tech on Saturday back-to-back. Right. So it's a very small holiday tournament. But again, good for both teams to see where they're at. Right. As far as the ECC small goes. Definitely. I completely agree with you. Well, and we'll be back on SNSN right after this.
Don't just wish for a winning deal, make it Dish, and we'll make it real. Don't just wish, make it Dish.
Hi everyone, this is Ellis Dish from Dish Motors, Route 32, North Franklin, Connecticut. Looking for a great vehicle at a better price? Get into Dish and see me for the area's largest inventory of off-lease vehicles of all makes, all models. I price our inventory with real-time market data. That means you get the best price possible, and I'll prove it. I promise you'll have the best buying experience. Ask your friends, they probably bought from us already, and they will tell you there's nothing better than dealing with the Dishes. So visit me in Franklin or check us out online at thriftycarsct.com.
Dean's Corner Diner, Main Street, Jewett City, says they have the best breakfast in town. Stop in and find out for yourself, or call in your order at 860-376-9141. Dean says go Bella, go Wolverines.
Hi, it's John Mancini from Eastern Connecticut Savings to tell you how you can add a little more time to your day by utilizing our convenient online and mobile banking services. No need to make a special trip to deposit a check account balances, transfer funds between accounts, and so much more from the comfort of, well, anywhere. You can do it all from your iOS or Android mobile device. Learn more at bankeasternct.com or visit any of our convenient locations, because your time matters.
Eastern Connecticut Savings, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Harry, the Tooth Fairy. Or at least I used to be the Tooth Fairy. Business was great. Then people started discovering Griswold Dental. Dr. Norman Katzoff and his staff can do things to help you keep your teeth longer. It's enough to make an old tooth fairy cry. Griswold Dental can do all the work in-house. Imagine a new crown in 2 hours. They even know how to make dental anxiety go away. They even have a laser that can help with your gums. Griswold Dental will make you want to smile again. They can restore, clean, and help prevent all those problems that keep me in business. Dr. Katzoff and his staff will make you feel like family. They're friendly and you'll be comfortable. Contact Griswold Dental today and set up an appointment. 860-376-2624. 860-376-2624. Griswold Dental, 87 Slater Avenue, Jewett City. Tell them the Tooth Fairy sent you.
And welcome back to Griswold, Connecticut. And might I add, it's a very balmy late December Griswold, Connecticut, right? We're expecting temperatures up in the 50s. tomorrow. This is more like football weather than basketball weather, right? Usually this time of year, where all fans are coming in with salt and slush on their shoes and wrapped in coats. But I see a lot of people in just light jackets and shorts. It's almost like we're in Florida,
We've
Sean.
definitely had some great weather. I mean, it's a little cold out right now, but we've definitely had some great weather and some more great weather to come. Luckily, no snow. Knock on wood, but
well, not yet, right?
Yeah, not yet. It's coming.
I'm sure it is.
But it's coming.
So as we're transitioning here between games, we had the Montville Wyndham Tech game that just ended a few minutes ago. Now we at both teams, Plainfield and Griswold, warming up on the court right now, and the fans for both teams are filing in. I expect a full house tonight with this rivalry game.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a full house. The far side of the court is already pretty packed. The student section pretty full, as it tends to be, but it seems like there's a few more students than there usually are, so that's a great sight to see. And I think, like you said, they're gonna start filling in on our side of the court, and it's definitely going to be a loud game. The last game was pretty loud, pretty intense. The fans really got into it, and there weren't really as many people as there are here for this game, so you can definitely bet that there's going to be a lot of emotions coming from these fans tonight.
Yeah, there's definitely a buzz in the building. As anytime Plainfield steps in the building, whether it's volleyball, wrestling, gymnastics, or basketball, it's a buzz when Plainfield comes to town. So while we have a few minutes, I'd like to take a second to give a shout out to the Griswold Middle School boys basketball team. I'm not sure about the girls basketball team, how they're doing, but the Griswold Middle School boys basketball team currently undefeated at 4-0, and showing they're not just winning, they're winning convincingly every single game. It's packed with 8th graders. So things are definitely looking up for Griswold basketball in the very short-term future.
Definitely. The Wolverines, I mean, they have a couple of guys graduating this year, so to get some good freshmen up here will be great next year and for years to come.
Yeah, we have D'Amico and the Strain boys coming up, and we have a really bright future ahead of us here at Griswold.
Yeah, that's great. Definitely looking forward to the future. But right now, pretty good present right now.
Absolutely, this is great. So both teams, as I said, are on the floor, and Plainfield is going to be in their away black and orange uniforms, and Griswold will obviously be in their home white and green.
Yep.
So it should be a very interesting game.
Definitely, it should be a very interesting game. And the Wolverines, I mean, they've done a good job last week rebounding from that big loss to Stonington, where they lost 59-44. Coach said that they had way too many turnovers in that game. So they definitely rebounded nicely, and we'll see if they can keep that going. Right now, this is already their 3rd home game of the year. They've only played 1 road game, so right now they've been pretty good at home, and we'll see if they can keep that going.
Right, there's nothing like some good home cooking, especially early in the season when you try to get your feet underneath you and see where you stand at, as far as what you have. It's always better to do that at home than on the road, but then you pay for it at the end of the season.
Right.
When you're playing a few more road games than you'd like to, trying to win a division championship.
I mean, I'm sure they'll be all right. I don't see any reason why they shouldn't be fine on the road. I think they just had a bad game, sloppy turnovers, some sloppy play, and we'll see how they rebound. I don't know when they're going on the road next, but it's going to be pretty soon. I mean, already 3 home games, and there'll be 4 on Saturday, regardless of what happens here tonight. So.
Right, yeah. The winner of this game, like I said, will face the Montville Indians on Saturday afternoon.
And the loser's going to face Norwich
in the championship game, yes, and then the losers bracket game will be first.
Wyndham Tech, yeah.
It will be Wyndham Tech
at 5
against the loser of this game at 5 p.m. So more basketball going to be brought to you live right here on SNSN. And then next week, speaking of rivalry night, we're going to take rivalry night on the road next week to Norwich Free Academy for Norwich Free Academy versus New London. So that is always a great game. As we mentioned last week, that's the oldest running rivalry in high school sports in America, not just Connecticut, in America. So that should be a fun game to cover. It's always good, like Griswold and Plainfield. It's always it's fun to cover, and it's definitely fun to be in a building.
Right. Looking forward to that. So, trying to find more notes to.
Yeah, we have a little bit of an extended pregame tonight due to the late game of the first game of the night.
Right.
So we're hopefully.
One thing I did want to mention though about Plainfield is they do have quite a bit of speed. I remember from the football season, the Panthers, they have Lucian Doobie, who was a wide receiver. He was their punter. He was quick, so they have him. He's going to be hard to stop. They also have Kyle Holt, who is a running back. So there's two players right there, a lot of speed. I mean, the Wolverines, they have some quick players of their own. C.J. Madsen was a running back this year, so they have to contain him. And Koziel, the quarterback, and they started to go with a little bit more option near the end of the year and allowed him to run the ball a little bit more. But Koziel will be coming off the bench. So the Panthers definitely are going to have quite a bit of speed, and we'll see how the Wolverines are able to contain that early on and see if that wears them out by the end of the game.
And you also look down on the court and you see that the Panthers have some size too. You have Weldy and Carchidi. Also, I remember from covering Plainfield Panthers games, football games. They're a heck of a football player as well. So especially Carchidi, I believe he's a senior this year.
Yep.
He was a running back last year for them, and he had a heck of a junior season.
Definitely. Markeith Conyers, the senior, he's another tall dude, a big guy. Definitely going to be a force underneath the boards all night long. So they have to do a good job. They definitely look like they're, I don't know if bulkier is the right word, but the Panthers definitely have a bit of size to them. And definitely height and a little bit of size too.
Yeah, but you look out to the other side, right?
Yeah.
And you look at Griswold's team, they might be a little bit smaller. There's a couple kids that have some size, but they have a little bit of quickness. You see a lot of quickness on the floor, especially here in warm-ups.
Definitely. That'll be interesting to watch.
Yes. So we also noted in the last game that the referees for the last game were having a difficult time.
Yes.
With the coaches. So they have changed the referees out. We had noted up here in the booth that it might be tough for both teams if those referees were on the floor.
Yeah, those referees, definitely a lot of foul calls. Some were questionable, some not so questionable. But
I know, and neither coach from Wyndham Tech or Montville was pleased, to say the least.
Yeah,
it's a good thing we weren't on air because there was a couple choice words that the Wyndham Tech coach had for the referee a couple times during that second half.
And there were some calls that should have been called, especially on the Montville side. The coach was talking to the players
on the court, which is a no-no.
Right, and he did that multiple times. And the coach for Wyndham Tech was mad because they weren't calling it. So. And
that's one of those things like. It's a foul, but it's not really a foul.
Yeah.
Right. You see that a lot in other sports, like in football. You see some things like when the coach comes on the field, it's a penalty, but it's not really a penalty.
Yeah.
Like the deflated footballs, it's a penalty, but it's not really a penalty.
Right.
Right. We won't bring that up, right?
Yeah, I don't want to bring that up again.
Deflated footballs.
I'm done with that.
I know a lot of the listeners that tune in are avid Patriots fans, so we'll leave that. We'll leave that alone.
Commentator, also an avid Patriot fan.
Okay, well we'll leave that alone.
Sounds good.
So, well, we're gonna see what Griswold's got tonight. See if Coach Molesky has them ready to go against Plainfield. We're gonna take a quick break. About 9 more minutes to go until we kick things off here in Griswold. Until then, you're listening to Wolverine Basketball, your exclusive home for Griswold, SNSN. We'll be right back.
Running a business requires you to be creative, flexible, and accessible to serve your valued customers. Shouldn't you expect the same from your business bank? Hello, I'm Mike Alberts.
And I'm Bill Kuchar, and we represent the business lending team at Jewett City Savings Bank.
We serve businesses like yours, which are vital to helping build our local economy. When you entrust your business banking to Jewett City Savings Bank, you'll get a bank-wide commitment to helping you and your business succeed. We focus on delivering the business financing solutions that are always in your best interest.
From revolving lines of credit and flexible term loans to commercial mortgages and construction loans, Jewett City Savings Bank is ready to work with you for all your business financing needs.
To find out more, call Bill Kuchar or me, Mike Alberts, at 860-376-4444 or visit us online at jcsbank.com.
Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What does it mean to be your one-stop auto shop? A place that does it all. Macara Vehicle Services, North Main Street in Norwich is that place. Macara Vehicle Services. Find their hours of operation at www.macaravehicle.com.
Know your limit. Don't drink and drive. But if you do drink, drink responsibly. Take a tip and alternate alcoholic drinks with water or non-alcoholic beverages. Pace yourself. Keep track of how many drinks you've had. Eat before you drink. Choose a drink containing lower alcohol concentration and don't have more than 1 drink per hour. The standard drink size is 12 ounces for beer, 5 ounces for wine, and 1 ounce for liquor. For a handy Know Your Limit drinks versus weight chart, go to PutnamPride.org.
Town & Country Discount Oil is a family-owned company providing reliable and dependable service since 1996. Town & Country is licensed and insured with top-notch customer service and a well-trained staff servicing your residential and commercial needs. Town & Country strives to get you everyday low prices year-round. So call them 860-376-6008 or check them out on the web at townandcountrydiscountoilllc.com. Town & Country Discount Oil, delivering savings you'll warm up to.
And we're back here in Griswold. It is a Thursday night rivalry night here on SNSN as we bring you live coverage of the holiday tournament here in Griswold between Griswold and Plainfield. Like we said, rivalry night. Always a great time when these two schools get together for any sport, even in the debate teams.
Yeah, definitely. And just watching warm-ups right now. Both teams, they're looking pretty good. I think Griswold might have the upper hand just from the shots they're making here in warm-ups. They're looking a lot better from beyond the arc a little bit, and I think it'll be interesting to see. I think it'll be interesting to see how long they wait to maybe look outside the arc a little bit. I know early on in games you want to try to get points in the paint, but I think it'll be a matter of time before they start moving out a little bit and trying things from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it's just like football where you use the running game to open up the passing game. Right. Same thing. You use the low post game, 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 low post game. Interesting to see.
That's how them three pointers. The second game is he's not a starter in this team. This pretty body because we previously mentioned he's out. I believe. But like you said, he's in Maryland. So Chris Rowdy not here. He was out of their last game with a concussion. So he's out 2 games in a row. CJ Matson, I don't think. I'm sure he'd want his teammate here, but I don't think he minds getting the chance to start.
He's getting the start tonight, and watching him in warm-ups, he's ripping the net. So,
yes.
Along with a lot of his other teammates.
Definitely.
So when you look over to the other side, to our left, and Plainfield is doing the same thing. So maybe we're in for a shootout tonight. Who knows? You never know.
I think you're always in for a shootout when it comes to Griswold Plainfield. So I would expect the same.
Like we said. Throw all the records out the window. One team could be undefeated, the other team could be winless. It doesn't matter. It was a couple years ago in football. Plainfield came in with a 6-1 or 7-1 record on Thanksgiving Day. And Griswold was having a tough season. They had one game, maybe 2. They punched Plainfield in the mouth early, and they never looked from the and they won the game here. Played here at Griswold. That we covered here on SNSN, and then again, 13-6. I thought it was. Well, I don't know why I thought it was way bigger than that, but
Great one, and they lose to Griswold, then they lose in the playoffs for football too. So
right, they end up having to play twice. They once in the playoffs and then once during the regular season. That was the year they steamly.
You got Andrew Cozio, the quarterback, CJ Matson, running back, and a couple of other guys. And then you got, for Plainfield, you got Lucian Doobie, some players seeing each other for the second time this year.
Definitely some familiarity, and most of these kids have been playing against each other in a lot of other sports besides basketball.
Right ball. You
know, all the kids you grew up and played baseball, t-ball, foot now, basketball. It's just never cycle kids. So the referees, the captains and the coaches and the coaches to getting ready to get started here.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I mean, we're 2.5 minutes away. It feels like we've Twitter fingering away over here.
Oh, just one quick.
To my right.
No, have we mentioned that you can watch this game on YouTube?
We have not mentioned. If you don't already know, you can go to youtube.com and search Griswold, watch the game live. You can watch the game live on YouTube. It is, we're looking at a Kyle Gunderman, high definition,
who makes this possible with the camera and everything. Kyle Gunderman does a tremendous job, so we thank him for doing this, and even on Christmas vacation, still helping out.
Yeah, this is the first for me. This is my first live TV basketball game, so
definitely tune in.
This is
that's what I did fun. For football too. They the kicker and outside night, but I used to watch the game. Great Thanksgiving game in 2017 year. Griswold between the two. I was two. On the Griswold playing field. Broadcasting with this. So you know what that means? We're 1 minute away from They're going to all the teams off to the sidelines. Getting down in to the final. Before we do that, we're going to take a break. You are listening to live coverage of Griswold basketball. Your home of the Wolverines. SNSN. We'll be right back.
You buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and the Burns Agency is pausing to give thanks. We'd like to thank our loyal customers for their continued support and give a special thank you to all of you who continue to bring us new opportunities. So from our Burns Agency family to all of yours, we wish you happy holidays and a healthy new year.
And welcome back here to Griswold, Connecticut for live coverage on the radio, SNSN, and also on our SNSN YouTube channel. The Griswold Wolverines versus the Plainfield Panthers. And we're going to take it to E-Dog. The starting
Jim
We are a minute away here for a opening night between your Field Panthers and your Griswold Wolverines. Sean.
Definitely an exciting night.
As both coaches have some last-minute words for their boys.
I'm just looking over at like to keep in and you're gonna go the tip off.
We'll be moving from your left to your right, playing from right left to left in black. Here we go, opening tip. Putting step down. It'll be field ball right off that.
Yeah. We're too hot down there. Tip and Bifford and Binsky.
We'll inbound it. Far side. Unextended. Sit in. Sounds. Way. Out of bounds. It'll stay with playing field.
Yeah, Gilo read that ball. He tipped it, but he tipped it too far.
Inbounded again by Dubé. There's guard there. By Curtis. Dubé has it up of the top of the circle. Gets Bergeron. Sorry, that's Brady. Brady gets it down low to Conyers. Looks at a far three-pointer. They heard off the mark. Rebounded by Gillo. Look, that was Farrell Curtis looking down low. Looked like he was looking for Dembinski down low there. It was thrown out of bounds.
Wolverines will get another chance.
Yep, Curtis will inbound it on the baseline. Gets it down low to Sims. Looks it up, puts it back in. So Griswold grabs the early lead, 2-0 here. Breaks the ice.
Yep, that's where Mikey Sims is most effective, underneath the glass, and
Dubé dumps it down low to Holt. Back out up top to Dubé. He's being guarded there by Curtis. Farrell Curtis. It'll take me probably a quarter to get all the numbers. Here's a shot put up by Conyers. Grabs his own rebound over in the far corner. Dubé over across to Brady. Here's Dubé back to Brady. Brady with the long three. In throat pass ahead. Villa and banks it in. Good fast break by the Wolverines there as they grab a 4-0 lead.
The Wolverines a good start. Definitely a lot of quick plays. They're definitely winning the pace right now.
Here's looking for Conyers. Tapped away. Dubé tries to split the defense, backs it off to Holt. Holt has it in the far corner, looking for someone guarded there. Good defense there by Mikey Sims. Ahern travels in the paint, trying to drive the kick it out to Kyle Holt, and he took him one extra step there.
Yeah, I thought, though, that Dembinski kind of grabbed him a little bit. It was iffy, but definitely a travel.
Yep, took an extra step, so the Wolverines will have the ball up 4-0, 5:36 to go in the first quarter. Wolverines with the basketball.
Almost an errant pass by Sims, but Matson
has it, look down to Gillo, and he banks it in. Good look there by C.J. Matson, finding Gillo down low, cutting to the hoop. 6-0 Wolverines. Conyers brings it up across midcourt. Guarded there by Gillo. Tries to go baseline. Quick jump, throws it up.
Looks like that's going to go on
Can't tell it was someone didn't like that. It is going to be Gillo. It's his first foul of the ball game. It's a shooting foul.
Yeah, it looked like he grabbed the shoulders of Conyers.
Conyers has some good size. He tried to split the defense there and take it to the hoop, and he just missed it. First free throw is good, and that breaks the drought.
Yes.
For Plainfield. 6-1.
We saw a 7-0 run earlier game between Wyndham Tech and Montville.
Second free throw is good for Conyers, and it's 6-2.
But even with the 7-0 lead, it didn't turn out so well.
Curtis with the ball, long three-pointer there by Matson, no good. Rebounded by Dubé. Dubé over to Conyers. Conyers way over to the other side of the court.
Tipped by Gilo, but he knocks it out of bounds. So the Panthers.
It's going to stay with Plainfield here down on the baseline.
Gilo had a good chance, but he just couldn't hang on to the ball.
So Dubé has it, trying to inbound. Looking low. Good defense by the Wolverines there, but knocked away. Dubé has it for the long three. In and out. Rebound there by the Wolverines, Kyle Holt. It's Matt Dembinski.
Yep, Dembinski got the rebound.
Farrell Curtis has the ball top of the circle. Looks down low to Dembinski. Dembinski with a turnaround jumper. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded there by the other 33, Kyle Holt. Holt has it across to Dubé. Dubé is looking down low to Ahern. Ahern back to the top to Conyers. Conyers guarded there by Gillo. Conyers drives the lane, kicks it out. Three-pointer is good by Ahern. 4:08 to go. It's a one-point ball game. 6-5. Griswold leads.
There's definitely been a lot of passing early from the Panthers, and that's allowed one of their players to get open because the Wolverines have been trying to go to one particular player.
Curtis almost throws it away, and it's saved there by Dembinski.
They've been trying to put two people on whoever had the ball, but
Curtis tries to drive the lane. It looked like he traveled there. A long shot by Matson is no good. Rebounded there by Kyle Holt. Kyle Holt gets it to Dubé across court. Has Ahern again back to Conyers at the top. And they'll set up their offense.
Another interesting note, Conyers, who is a forward, has been covered by Gilo, who's a guard.
He's doing a great defense. As we talk about it, it was a good strip by Gilo. He's going to take it to the hoop. No good.
Rebound by Matson.
But Matson grabs the rebound. He was surrounded by black jerseys, but he still somehow got that rebound. It's a long three-pointer by Farrell Curtis. So Griswold with the answer, and it's 9-5, 3:13 to go first quarter. Conyers with a long three, back of the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Sims. Sims throws it out to Gillo, has the ball down low, kicks it back out. Curtis with another three. Timeout called by Plainfield.
Wow.
12-5, Griswold the lead. We're going to be quick commercial break. We'll be right back on SNSN.
For 30 years, Allstate Insurance Trahan Agency has been serving all of your home, auto, and life insurance needs. 860-564-3383 to find out why he is the trusted agent on the shoreline. Kevin Trahan is a proud supporter of Wolverine Sports.
Don't just wish for a winning deal, make it Dish, and we'll make it real. Don't just wish, make it Dish.
Hi everyone, this is Ellis Dish from Dish Motors, Route 32, North Franklin, Connecticut. Looking for a great vehicle at a better price? Get into Dish and see me for the area's largest inventory of off-lease vehicles of all makes, all models. I price our inventory with real-time market data. That means you get the best price possible, and I'll prove it. I promise you'll have the best buying experience. Ask your friends, they probably bought from us already, and they will tell you there's nothing better than dealing with the Dishes. So visit me in Franklin or check us out online at thriftycarsct.com.
And we're back here in Griswold. It's 12-5, Griswold with the lead with 2:58 to go in the first quarter. And so far, it's been a back-and-forth game with three-pointers starting to hit.
Yeah, the Wolverines definitely getting it going from beyond the arc. Just one note, Andrew Kozio comes in for Matt Dembinski, and it looks like they're going to put him on Ahern.
Arriaga for the Plainfield Panthers has the ball. Up the key, gives it to Conyers. Conyers backing down. Double team. He tried to split in two defenders, and they called it a jump ball. Can't see the possession. It looks like it's in favor of Plainfield. So it was a held ball. It was good defense by the Wolverines.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to go. Foul is going to go on.
No foul. No foul.
Oh, they just called. Just foul.
Okay. I heard jump ball. Okay, so the pass inbound from Arriaga went to Ahern, who drove the lane, wide open shot, and he banks it in. It's 12-7. Curtis with a shot with the pass over to Andrew Kozio, who bangs it down just inside the 3-point line. 15-7 Wolverines. Conyers takes it up court, crosses the mid line, and he's guarded there by Gillo. God, he's going to call for a travel. He makes a shot, but obviously it's no good. He travels on the play, took that extra step.
And that's because the Wolverines did start, and I don't want to jinx them, but they started to pull away just a little bit. Now an 8-point lead for the Wolverines.
So Farrell Curtis has the ball top of the key. Tries to go and look down low for Mikey Sims. Doesn't have him there. Throws it off to Kozio. Kozio gets it back over to Curtis. Curtis looks over to Gillo. Gillo driving the lane. Picks it up. Back at the rim. No good. Right down there by Dubé. Dubé's got the ball and he's going to walk it up court.
Seth Savage also in the game. He took the place of C.J. Matson.
Yeah, also for the number 24, it says 34 in the program. Bryce Carchidi had the ball, but it's knocked away by the Wolverines. Picked up there by Farrell Curtis yet again, but that one's knocked away by Ahern. So Plainfield has the ball.
Foul on Farrell.
I didn't even see that happen.
I know, it happened quickly.
It happened very quickly.
I know, I'm looking down at my notes trying to get all the stats in, and it was just so brief.
Is that his second foul?
No, that's his first. When they take him out, they put CJ back in the game. It looks like he's going to be on Dubé.
Dubé takes the ball up court now. He's guarded there by Matson. Back to Conyers. Conyers has the ball tipped away. Rebounded by Carchidi. Dubé fakes for the three over to Ahern. He's got the three. In and out. Conyers with a rebound. Gets it to Carchidi. Carchidi with Arriaga. Arriaga takes the three. Back out to Dubé. Dubé's guarded there. And he gets it over to Conyers. Conyers being guarded by Kozio. Throw to the Dubé. Fakes a shot. Puts up a little pump fake. And knocks it in.
Seth Savage floating up the midcourt. He tried to jump it, but Dubé just so quick.
Under a minute to go, first quarter, 15-9 Wolverines. Savage with the ball, looks forward, foul line extended. Looks for Kozio, drives the lane, kicks it out to Matson. Matson drives in, takes a pop. No good, an air ball. Rebounded by Conyers. Conyers takes up, gives it to Arriaga. Arriaga sets up the play. Looking low, has Carchidi down low. Dribble it to the top of the key. Fumbled there by Dubé, but he's got a handle on it. He's guarded by Kozio. To Ahern, down to Conyers. Conyers spins, jumps, and banks it in.
Yep. Conyers, he's up to 4 points in the quarter.
Under 10 seconds to go now.
Wolverines will go for the last shot.
Has the ball. Looking for a shot. Here's a long shot by... No, he's not going to shoot it. He faked it. Kozio puts it up and went over the top of the basket. No good. So not a good shot selection. Kozio had a shot looked at before that, but he didn't take it.
Right.
So that's the end of the first quarter. Your score is Griswold 15, Plainfield 11. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with the second quarter. You're listening to Wolverines basketball exclusively on SN.
Dean's Corner Diner, Main Street, Jewett City, says they have the best breakfast in town. Stop in and find out for yourself or call in your order at 860-376-9141. Dean says go Bella, go Wolverines.
Hi, it's John Mancini from Eastern Connecticut Savings to tell you how you can add a little more time to your day by utilizing our convenient online and mobile banking services. No need to make a special trip to deposit a check, check account balances, transfer funds between accounts, and so much much more from the comfort of, well, anywhere. You can do it all from your iOS or Android mobile device. Learn more at bankeasternct.com or visit any of our convenient locations, because your time matters.
Eastern Connecticut Savings, member FDIC.
And we're back here in Griswold. We are about to start the second quarter. The Wolverines lead the Panthers 15-11. And Sean, let's talk a little bit about the
Conyers was just all over Koziel. So they took Koziel out of the... Koziel is now on the bench now. It looks like they brought in Raymond Ciccarelli and...
trying to get some size down.
Yeah, they definitely want some size.
Off that low post game by Conyers.
Yep, and they definitely have they got Matt Dembinski back in there, and Dembinski now on Conyers as he pulls up for a three. Oh my goodness.
Bangs it in. So it's a 1-point ball game now.
And the Wolverines take a quick timeout.
Coach Molesky not happy with that at all. They left Conyers wide open on that play, so not what he was looking for to start.
And now it's a 1-point ball game.
Quarter. Yeah, it's a 1-point game.
They're on a 6-point run, I believe now, 6 or 7-point run. The Panthers are, and they've stormed all the way back to now only trailing by 1 point.
I think they had a 7-point lead. Griswold had a 7-point lead at 1 point right towards the end of the first quarter.
That's
but he looks like he's their guy, and he is being left wide open on several.
Right.
And he's not missing.
Right, it's tough to stop Conyers. I mean, he's just so tall and big. You know, it's just tough to stop him. Even though they had height out there, they had Dembinski covering him, and Dembinski's not short, but they gave him a little bit of room. And even though Conyers is a forward, he pulls up for the three and he banks it in.
Yeah, and he also has that spin move where he fakes high and goes low and banks it in on the baseline. So here we go. Wolverines with the basketball. Farrell Curtis brings it up. He's top of the key. Gets it over to Matson. Matson looks for Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli gives it over to Dembinski. Dembinski back to Farrell Curtis. Farrell Curtis baseline backs out to Dembinski. Dembinski down to Ciccarelli. Tries to put it in.
I thought
He's hacked a little bit, but it's no good.
I thought that should have been a foul.
Rebound to the Panthers.
Well, they give the ball to Conyers.
Who else? Conyers. Great pass down low.
And a block by Ciccarelli.
Arshidi, and it was blocked by Ciccarelli. That was a great pass.
Yeah.
So now the Plainfield coaches calling for a whistle. That was on the floor. That will not count. So Farrell Curtis put a bank shot in, but he was fouled before he let the shot go.
That's going to go on number 15. That's the first foul of the ball game for the Panthers.
Yes, referee found his whistle.
Arriaga, the junior.
Curtis will inbound it baseline. Gets it down to Dembinski. Dembinski to Ciccarelli, back up top to Matson. Matson top of the circle. Has it over to the other side to Curtis. Curtis back to Matson. Matson with a long three. Got it.
Great block, a great pick by Ciccarelli.
Delay of game called on the Wolverines there on Ciccarelli. I don't know what he did.
I don't know.
I didn't see. Maybe he threw the basketball away. I didn't see what he did. But the referee called a delay of game. It's a warning the first time. So next time it'll be a technical foul.
And they took Ciccarelli out of the game.
They did?
Yep, he's on the bench. Looks like Nick Gilo is back in the game.
So Arriaga takes it up all the way coast to coast and he banks it in.
Yeah, they're just leaving too much space.
Yeah, Arriaga with a good move there for a kid his size. And here on the other end, here's Farrell Curtis. He tries to go to the hole, coast to coast, doesn't get it. Rebounded there by Matson. Matson back over to Curtis.
Air ball.
No ball, nothing there. It was an air ball. It was a rebounded there by Mikey Sims, who went up with a rebound, tried to put it in, but he was fouled as he went up. So the first shooting foul now for the Wolverines. They lead by 2 with 6:19 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, the Wolverines, they've done an okay job scoring, but they're struggling on defense right now. And that was one of the big things that Coach Molesky talked about after the Stonington game was the defensive struggles they had.
First free throw by Sims is no good.
Sims has 2 points. He had a two-pointer in the first quarter. And he's been good on defense. I have him with 3 rebounds.
Second free throw is up, and that bounced off the front of the rim. Not a good look here for the Wolverines on the free throw strike.
And
rebounded by
Conyers, I believe.
Conyers on that. It was over to Dubé and back to Conyers again. Conyers with the ball, doesn't like what he sees, so he changes up the offense, changes the play. Back over to Dubé, is guarded by Curtis. Dubé back to Conyers. He's guarded there by Kojo. No, he's guarded by Gillo.
Oh,
And he puts up a nice floater over the head of Gillo, and it's 18-18.
9 points for Conyers. 5 in this quarter.
Sims drives the lane, stolen away there by Arriaga, and he controls the ball and gets it across midcourt. Gets it down to Kyle Holt and back to Carchidi, who tries a long three-pointer. It's no good. Rebounded there by the Wolverines.
Yeah, I believe
Sims takes it, gives it off to Farrell Sims, and he pulls up right at the top of the three-point circle, and the Wolverines will set it up.
Dembinski.
Here's Dembinski, drives the lane and wide open. He banks it in. 20-18 now, Wolverines.
He found a hole and he took it, you know, and the Panthers, they couldn't stop him. They didn't know what to do. He just went right through the hole. And
this lineup there's a long three-pointer by Dubé. Bounces off the back of the rim. Rebounded there by Kyle Holt. Holt back to Conyers. A long three-pointer from almost midcourt, and that won't go.
That almost.
Rebounded by C.J. Matson. He brings it across midcourt. He's going to take a long three. And that's no good. Rebounded there by Kyle Holt.
Both teams starting to get a little sloppy. They want to get points on the board quicker, but I think they got to slow the tempo down.
Almost a steal by Gillo there. A sloppy ball handling, but it was.
They called it a steal.
I don't know who that was off of Conyers' hand, maybe. But this smaller lineup in the backcourt for the Panthers seems to be working with Arriaga and Dubé. So Curtis gets the ball to Matson. Matson gets the ball over to Dembinski. Dembinski throws it off to Farrell Curtis. Farrell Curtis, top of the key. Pulls it back, looking for someone else. He's going to try and drive it. Cut off there by Conyers.
Conyers, he's a force on defense and offense.
Dembinski looking to bank it in. Nothing there, but Curtis follows it. And a great rebound and follow by Farrell Curtis, and he banks it in. Wolverines by 4.
8 points for Farrell Curtis.
So on that play, Conyers drove the lane. It was a little bit dramatic there.
Yeah.
He was fouled.
They're calling it on number 5, Nick Gillo.
Yeah, they called it on Gillo, but that was a little bit dramatic there by Conyers as he fell to the floor and he looked like he slipped on a banana peel.
Yeah, and we saw that in the first game too. Montvale number 1, he was all over the place.
Yeah, the LeBron flop.
They must have drama class in playing.
Arriaga will inbound at baseline, tries to get it into Tyler Ahern. It looked like it went off of Ahern, but they're calling it Plainfield ball, so Arriaga will take it on the baseline once again. Looked like it was tipped away, but it was off Griswold to play. That one looked like, again.
Yeah.
That one looked like it was off.
So it's the same exact play.
Almost the same on the other side of the basket. Yeah, it was the same right to Ahern, and it looked like that was Mikey Sims. They called it on him. So Arriaga baseline one more time. Tries to get it in. Griswold defense doing a great job. That one's stolen away by Kozel.
Kozel with the interception.
To Farrell Curtis.
But that one was a good interception.
Yes.
He wanted that one.
Dembinski with a great save there, but throws it away.
Arriaga, he tried to steal the ball from Matson.
Yeah, it was tipped away from Matson. So Wolverines making some substitutions. Dembinski's coming off.
Yeah, it looks like Seth Savage is coming in the game.
Coming into the game for the Wolverines. Farrell Curtis has the ball top of the key. Gives it over to Mikey Sims. Mikey Sims over to Matson. Matson looking for a shot. It's got nobody. Gives it to Savage. Savage over to Curtis. Long three. In and out. Hit the back of the rim. It was halfway down. So a rebound there by Conyers. And he'll take the ball.
5 rebounds for Conyers.
Almost stolen away there to Dubé to Ahern. Ahern fakes the three. Drives the lane. Pump fakes, no good. Rebound by Conyers, and he puts it back in.
6 rebounds for Conyers.
He is cleaning the glass there for the Wolverines. And
they've tried to double cover him. They've tried to put 2 men on him, but then they leave Ahern wide open, and he's been okay from beyond the arc at this point. So they're having a hard time right now on defense, the Wolverines are.
Savage into the game, gives it over to Curtis. Curtis to Matson, tries to get it down low.
Loses the ball. Looks like Kyle Holt with the
Sims,
steal.
yeah. And I couldn't see the number. He was laying on the ground, but another turnover by the Wolverines. How many is that now?
Quite a few.
Arriaga makes moves to the hoop. Strong, but no go. Good rebound there by Kyle Holt. Here's Arriaga at the top of the key, far side. Gets it to Dubé. Dubé looking for who else but Conyers. He has the ball down low. Doesn't go. Oh. Well, he looked like another flop there by Conyers. He hit the ground once again. He hit the ground. He didn't look he was touched at all. So I guess some of the
Cozio with the foul.
Parents didn't agree with that as well.
Yeah, his father didn't agree with that.
There's a shocker. So Conyers will go to the line to shoot 2. First one's up and good. 22-21. Griswold with the lead.
8 points just in this quarter for Conyers.
Second free throw coming now for the Panthers. It's up, and it's good. Tie ball game, 2:28 to go in the first half. Here come the Wolverines now.
So 13 points total for Conyers. So
fakes the drive, kicks it out to Matson. Matson drives the lane, back of the rim, no good. Bounces out, rebounded there by Elijah Brady. Dubé gets it up to Kyle Holt. Kyle Holt to Ahern. Ahern back to Dubé, top of the key, guarded there by Farrell Sims. Ahern back to who is that? Is
Kyle Holt.
Kyle Holt. Hard to put my glasses on. So that's a first lead of the ball game for Plainfield.
Yes.
Here's Kozel now for the Wolverines. Kozel has the top of the keys, looking for Farrell Curtis, not going to get him. Gets it over to C.J. Matson with a long 3, and it's good.
Definitely a deep 3.
So Griswold grabs the lead right back. Now we're under 2 minutes. Dubé walks the ball up court, guarded there by Farrell Smith. Sorry, Farrell Curtis. I don't even know who that guy is. Dubé again guarded by Curtis. Back to Dubé.
But again, they got Cozio on Conyers, and that's just...
That's a huge mismatch.
Definitely.
There, yeah. They also have number 23, Jason Hall, in the ball game. Good steal.
Mikey Sims.
And Ahern hits the floor again. Big surprise.
Oh, blocked.
There's a block. Curtis went up for a shot.
Looked
it
like
was
the ball
blocked
was
away.
in the air, though, before. Isn't that a foul, though?
Right for that, there was no foul.
I thought that was a
They
foul.
did not call a foul on that. So Plainfield with the ball. Dubé has it. Tries to drive on Curtis. Doesn't have it. Curtis, kick ball. It'll stay on this end of the court with Plainfield. I think he's getting a little chippy out there on the court.
A little bit. I mean, Conyers, again, he's getting these fouls. He's a tough player to stop. He's up to 13 points, tons of rebounds. And there he is again.
Inbound pass to Conyers, who gets it out to Ahern. Ahern looking. Gets it to Brady. Brady back to Ahern, over to Dubé. Dubé with a long 3.
No good.
Front of the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Jason Hall. Hall gets it now to Kozel. Kozel will walk it up court for the Wolverines. 32 seconds to go.
Yeah, the Wolverines probably want to try to get the last play, but he's going to pull up.
Put it up. No good. Air ball. He follows his own shot, but he throws it. Good save, but he threw it away.
Into almost hit Sean Sass, one of our co-workers. Sass on his phone. He's like, what just happened?
Plainfield will have a chance for a last shot here to take the lead to the locker room. As Dubé brings it up, he'll be pressed there by Farrell Curtis. Gets it down low to Brady. Brady will look to go to Ahern, but
out to Holt. Oh, pick by Curtis.
Good pick by Curtis on the play. He'll drive up. Layup good.
Love it. Before the half, that's
3, 2, 1. Dubé has the ball and to let the clock run out. That was a huge play by Farrell Curtis, stealing that ball, taking it all the way down and throwing it down. And it's a 27-24 lead. That's a huge swing right there. That's a 3-point swing.
Definitely. The Wolverines definitely have a lot of momentum going into
after a poor shot selection on the last trip down the floor.
Absolutely.
They did not disappoint there at the end. Right before the half, they get that big bucket, and we'll see if that momentum will carry them into the second half, which we will bring you after we bring you some word from our sponsors. We are listening to Wolverine basketball exclusively here on SNSN.
Hi, I'm Harry, the Tooth Fairy. Or at least I used to be the Tooth Fairy. Business was great. Then people started discovering Griswold Dental. Dr. Norman Katzoff and his staff can do things to help you keep your teeth longer. It's enough to make an old tooth fairy cry. Griswold Dental can do all the work in-house. Imagine a new crown in 2 hours. They even know how to make dental anxiety go away. They even have a laser that can help with your gums. Griswold Dental will make you want to smile again. They can restore, clean, and help prevent all those problems that keep me in business. Dr. Katzoff and his staff will make you feel like family. They're friendly and you'll be comfortable. Contact Griswold Dental today and set up an appointment. 860-376-2624. 860-376-2624. Griswold Dental, 87 Slater Avenue, Jewett City. Tell them the Tooth Fairy sent you.
Running a business requires you to be creative, flexible, and accessible to serve your valued customers. Shouldn't you expect the same from your business bank? Hello, I'm Mike Alberts.
And I'm Bill Kuchar, and we represent the business lending team at Jewett City Savings Bank.
We serve businesses like yours, which are vital to helping build our local economy. When you entrust your business banking to Jewett City Savings Bank, you'll get a bank-wide commitment to helping you and your business succeed. We focus on delivering the business financing solutions that are always in your best interest.
From revolving lines of credit and flexible term loans to commercial mortgages and construction loans, Jewett City Savings Bank is ready to work with you for all your business financing needs.
To find out more, call Bill Kuchar or me, Mike Alberts, at 860-376-4444 or visit us online at jcsbank.com.
Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What does it mean to be your one-stop auto shop? A place that does it all. Macara Vehicle Services, North Main Street in Norwich is that place. Macara Vehicle Services. Find their hours of operation at www.macaravehicle.com.
And welcome back to Griswold. We have a pretty good one going here tonight. The Wolverines lead the Panthers 27-24 on rivalry night here on SNSN. And Sean, what do you see here in that first half that caught your attention?
Well, the Wolverines definitely struggled on defense to contain Markeith Conyers. Conyers up to 13 points, and Conyers has also made an impact on defense. I got him with 6 rebounds right now. So they've tried to contain him. Unfortunately, they've put Andrew Koziel on him, and Andrew, great kid, but it hasn't worked. The height advantage for Conyers is just ridiculous. But they've tried to put Dembinski on him, I think, and it hasn't. And it worked a little bit. I don't know why they went away from that. Dembinski not in foul trouble. The only players in foul trouble, really, Gilo and Koziel both have 2 fouls. That's it. So it's definitely interesting why they put Koziel on Conyers.
Well, Conyers, from our vantage point up here, Conyers has the size and he also has the athleticism too. He's a big kid, and he's enforcing his will down low in the paint, especially on the baseline where he gets that ball down low and he makes that move to the hoop. So a couple times they've been a little aggressive with him. They've had him cause turnovers, but anytime anybody's breathing on that kid, he's going to the ground. So that's one thing the Wolverines will have to watch here in the second half. Give him a little bit of space, but not too much space down low.
Right, definitely. And one other note for the Wolverines, Pharaoh Curtis definitely has had a good game so far. He's got 10 points in this first half. He's the only player for the Wolverines in double digits. CJ Matson, he stepped up from beyond the arc in that second quarter. 6 points in that quarter alone, that's all he's got. Andrew Koziel with the wide open 3 in the first quarter. Dembinski, he's got 2 points in the second quarter, that's all he's got. So the Panthers, they've definitely stepped up on defense for the most part. Gilo, who has been the leading scorer for the Wolverines, has been held to 4 points in the first half. In the last game for the Wolverines, Gilo put up 20 points. And so he's already, he had 14 points at the half in that game against Lyman. He's got 4 here tonight. So they've done a good job of stopping him. And the Wolverines, in order to win this game or to pull ahead a little bit, they have to get him going a little bit more.
And let's talk about one thing that we happened right at the end of the first half. Pharaoh Curtis with a huge steal after the Wolverines came down a poor shot selection with about 23 seconds to go. They had a chance to get the last shot, and I think it was Koziel came down and took an ill-advised three-pointer. It was an air ball.
Yes.
Rebounded by Plainfield. As they were walking the ball up the court, I believe it was Lucian Dubé was walking the ball up the court. It was stolen away by number 14, Pharaoh Curtis, for the Wolverines, and he made a very athletic move. Even though he was being guarded, he went up with it left-handed too.
Yes.
And banked it in with about 4 seconds to go, and then the clock ran out. So we went from the Wolverines leading by 1 with Plainfield a chance with the last shot to take the lead maybe in the halftime, a little bit of momentum, and Griswold stole that away from him. They grabbed the momentum. So they're going to go into the locker room with all of the mo, and we'll see how they come out, because that could have been the tie turner for the Panthers.
Right, yeah. And they could have used that too. They've only held the lead for, I believe, maybe not even a minute
Not
tonight.
even a minute. Yeah, they had the lead at 24-22.
Yeah.
And right after that, I believe it was C.J. Matson came down. It hit a three-pointer. It gave the Wolverines a lead with about a minute and a half to go. And the next points after that were Curtis's steal and bucket right at the end of the half. And that's where we stand right now, 27-24. The Wolverines have the lead. We're going to take one more quick commercial break, come back, give you the second half. You're listening to Wolverine Basketball on SNSN.
Know your limit. Don't drink and drive. But if you do drink, drink responsibly. Take a tip and alternate alcoholic drinks with water or non-alcoholic beverages. Pace yourself. Keep track of how many drinks you've had. Eat before you drink. Choose a drink containing lower alcohol concentration. And don't have more than one drink per hour. The standard drink size is 12 ounces for beer, 5 ounces for wine, and 1 ounce for liquor. For a handy Know Your Limit drinks versus weight chart, go to PutnamPride.org.
Town & Country Discount Oil is a family-owned company providing reliable and dependable service since 1996. Town & Country is licensed and insured with top-notch customer service and a well-trained staff servicing your residential and commercial needs. Town & Country strives to get you everyday low prices year-round. So call them 860-376-6008 or check them out on the web at townandcountrydiscountoilllc.com. Town & Country Discount Oil, delivering savings you'll warm up to.
For 30 years, Allstate Insurance Trahan Agency has been serving all of your home, auto, and life insurance needs. 860-564-3383 to find out why he is the trusted agent on the shoreline. Kevin Trahan is a proud supporter of Wolverine Sports.
You buy better.
Better it burns.
Much better.
So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns.
You buy better. It burns. You buy better.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and the Burns Agency is pausing to give thanks. We'd like to thank our loyal customers for their continued support and give a special thank you to all of you who continue to bring us new opportunities. So from our Burns Agency family to all of yours, we wish you happy holidays and a healthy new year.
Better.
Better it burns.
Much better.
So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns.
You buy better. It burns. You buy better.
And we are back here in Griswold, Connecticut for the second half of tonight's rivalry night here on SNSN. The Griswold Wolverines lead the Plainfield Panthers 27-24, and we are about to get underway for the second half of action here. And it's been a pretty good battle so far. A little bit of defense, a little bit of sloppy play has something to do with the low score, Sean.
Yeah, definitely. And like we said before the game, it was going to be a very close game all the way through. And it's definitely proven to be that. It's very close. The Wolverines have tried some different things. Some questionable decisions, like putting Cozio on Conyers. They got to stop Conyers. That's the one thing the Wolverines must do.
Right. If they can find a way to contain him, that should be their key to the Wolverines winning this basketball
And
game.
the other thing is that when they cover Conyers, they tend to leave Ahern wide open in the far corner. And it looks like they're okay with letting him do that. But even when they let him do that, Conyers has still gotten the rebound, and he's made the most out of that. So the Wolverines have a tall task ahead of them. They have a 3-point lead. They need to work on that and keep the lead and grow it and try to stop Conyers.
Well, it's easy for us to say it up here.
Much easier said than done.
Translate to those young men down there on the court. But we'll see how it goes here. We're just about ready to get the second half tipped off. About 20 seconds away now as both coaches have some final instructions for their boys before they take the court. Coach Molesky talking to the boys, pleading with them, please, let's take care of the basketball. Take care of the basketball.
Right.
You can hear him up here saying, take care of the ball.
Yep.
Stop with the quick shots. Unless you have a wide open shot, don't take it.
Right.
Move the ball around. You have the lead, establish that lead again, and take care of the basketball. That's the key. To me, that's the key to victory for the Wolverines. So they're going to have the ball to start the second half. As Dembinski will inbound here at midcourt, he'll get it to Farrell Curtis. He'll walk it across the midcourt. Guarded by Dubé. Gets it over to Matson. Matson down low to Dembinski. Dembinski's looking for someone. He spins off Ahern.
Finds Sims.
Conyers finds Sims. Fight for the ball with Conyers. Conyers takes it from him, and he brings the ball up court.
They can't stop him right now. They just can't do it.
Conyers is going to try to drive the lane. Looked like he might have walked there, and he gets nothing. And surprise, surprise, he hits the deck. Dubé intercepts the pass from Farrell Curtis down that was coming for Dembinski. And Dubé will have the ball. Gives it to Brady. Brady's guarded there by Matson. Gets it to Conyers. Conyers is on Dembinski's on Conyers. Holt. He passes it off to Holt. Holt takes a jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Brady. Brady to Dubé, cutting the lane. Throws a crazy shot.
I don't know how he made that.
His legs, and it gets the kind of roll off the rim. It goes in, and it's a 27-26 ball game.
Wolverines trying to slow the pace down, trying to let play develop, but nothing. Nothing is there.
Farrell Curtis has the ball, tries to go low, cut off by Ahern, or by Conyers. Ball gets down low to Mikey Sims.
Yep, it looks like an over-the-back call on Ahern.
Yep, Mikey Sims tries to go to the hoop strong, and he gets fouled, and he'll shoot.
First foul on Ahern. The Panthers, they only had one foul, believe it or not, in that first half.
Well, one that was called, anyway.
Right, you're right.
So the first free throw coming up for Mikey Sims.
No good.
No good. He's 0 for 3 now from the three-point line. From the free throw line. He had the other foul, the other one foul that they got called for in the first half was also on Mikey Sims. Second free throw's up, and he drops that one. 28-26.
Fourth time's the charm for Mikey. Off the foot.
Throws it in. It was a smart play. Smart play there.
Yep. Play's not there. Just
Kyle Holt, threw off his foot. He only had about a second to get it in. He couldn't find anybody. So Conyers gets it in to Brady. Brady's going to try to split the defender. Knocked away there by Gilo. Good smart play. Brady never saw him. He came in from behind and knocked the ball out of bounds.
Yep.
So it's going to stay on this end of the court with Plainfield. Dubé is going to inbound it. Looking. Takes it up over to Conyers up top, and he'll take the ball outside the three-point arc.
Surprise.
Takes a long three, and he drops it.
Oh, man.
Plainfield has the lead. That was
How do you stop that?
That you can't. That's
an NBA three.
Yeah, that's 4 feet outside the three-point arc. It was effortless. So here's Farrell Curtis with the ball for the Wolverines. Gets it down low to Gillo. Gillo is guarded there by Holt. Gillo takes it to the hoop. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Dembinski. Dembinski to Curtis. Curtis looking down low, knocked away by Conyers. And then into the arms of Holt, and him and Gillo wrestle for the basketball.
Yeah, and Gillo.
It's going to go a foul on Gillo.
Yep.
And the ball's going to go over to the Panthers.
And Gillo is probably pretty frustrated now. He's coming out. Kozio coming back in. And, 4 points. This isn't like Gillo.
Nope.
So, definitely a tough game for him. But we all have our days, so.
Inbound now to Conyers. Having a heck of a game now. He gets it over to Dubé. Dubé guarded by Farrell Curtis right at midcourt. Gets the ball in. Looks down low to Holt. Holt to Conyers again. Dembinski on Conyers. Conyers looking to drive the lane. Cut off. He'll step back and shoot it. It's good.
That looked like a 2. Let's see what they call it.
That bucket counts. But the foul was called on 22 Ahern, but the basket will count. That was a great shot. I'm telling you, that was a step-back jump shot, and he dropped it. He's on fire right now. He can't be stopped.
And they gave him a 3.
They did. It was a step-back three-pointer. He was right at the top of the free throw line, and he stepped back.
Oh.
Knocked away there by Dubé. Picked up by Farrell Curtis for the Wolverines. He's going to have it set it up again.
Wolverines now trail by 4.
Over to Matson. Matson bangs a 3.
9 points.
They cut it to lead to 1.
9 points on the night for Matson, all from beyond the arc.
Dubé has the ball dribbling up court now for the Panthers. Across midcourt. You know where they're going with this one.
Oh, yeah. And
Brady has it looking, guarded by Matson. Back to Dubé. Dubé over to Conyers. Conyers double teamed by Kozel and Dembinski. Gets it back over to Holt, back to Conyers looks at Dubé. Looking down low for Ahern. He's not there. Back over to Conyers.
But again, Koziel on Conyers, I don't understand.
Well, I think they're doing a double team. When he gets the ball, you're going to see Dembinski slide over.
Right.
So they're going to double him, which is the right thing to do. Here's Brady now, looking for someone to get the ball to. Gets it to Ahern. Ahern over to Dubé. Dembinski slides over, stops him from shooting. Back to Brady, back to Dubé. Dubé looks down low to Holt. Holt's cut off there by Dembinski. Back to Conyers. Conyers looks, takes the jump, pop, stop.
Dembinski called for the foul.
And that's no good off the back of the rim, but he's fouled on his way up. So it's going to be a foul on Dembinski now. That's his second foul.
Yep, so both teams with 2 fouls in this quarter, in this half.
4:19 to go. Griswold trails 31-32. First free throw is in and out by Conyers.
The one thing he's done wrong tonight. That's the only thing he's done wrong.
I think it's the only shot he's missed. Second free throw is up, and it's good. 33-31. Plainfield with the lead. 4:19 to go, third quarter. Farrell Curtis dribbles the ball up through center court. Gets the ball off to Matson. Matson looking for Dembinski. Dembinski throws it to Mikey Sims. Mikey Sims back to Curtis, drives the lane, puts it up, and banks it in.
Curtis,
tied to 33 now.
Curtis now has 12 points. He's the leading scorer for the Wolverines. They need to get him going because Gila already in foul trouble. It's going to be hard for him to add many more points in this game. So they have to rely on Farrell Curtis now from beyond the arc.
Dubé has the ball outside the top of the arc. Guarded by Dembinski. Down to Conyers. Ball is tipped and it goes right to Mikey Sims, who gets the steal for the Wolverines. Gets it over to Farrell Curtis, who's at the top of the three-point arc.
That's the second thing Conyers has done wrong.
Koziel gets it down to Dembinski. Dembinski drives the lane, kicks it out to Farrell Curtis. Farrell Curtis looks, comes back top of the free throw line extended, gets it over to Mikey Sims. Mikey Sims over to C.J. Matson, drives the lane, stolen away there by Ahern. And back to Markeith Conyers. Conyers with it, top of the key. Fakes around Dembinski, goes to the lane, going to call him for the charge. And he does not agree with that, but I'll tell you, it's about time they called it the other way.
Yeah, no kidding. They're going to take advantage, though.
So some of the Griswold students are excited about that call.
Yeah.
Apparently. So Griswold will have the ball. Game's tied at 33. 3:05 to go, third quarter. As Farrell Curtis brings it across midcourt for the Wolverines.
And they got Conyers with 2 fouls. I only had them at 1, but the board never lies, so we'll go with what they have.
Koziel with the ball, tries to drive inside, pulls it back out, gets it back to Curtis. Curtis looking down low for Sims, not there. Picks up his dribble, gets it down low to Sims. Sims back down to Dembinski. Dembinski trying to box out. He's got the tough task of Conyers. Takes a little jump hook, back of the rim, no good. Fouls his own rebound, gets it and puts it back in. That was a great play by Matt Dembinski right there. That's why you tell these kids to follow your shot.
Definitely.
Had his own rebound. There was the other 3 black jerseys standing there all watching the ball. Timeout called by Plainfield. We're going to take a quick timeout. You're listening to Wolverine Basketball exclusively here on SNSN.
Don't just wish for a winning deal, make it Dish, and we'll make it real. Don't just wish, make it Dish.
You feel that cold? Your car does too. Don't be left on the side of the road. Maintain your car with Dish at our fully certified Auto Care Center. We work on all makes, all models, and with certified trained techs and our service manager, Sean LaFave, here to ensure your vehicle's in top working order. We do it all from oil changes starting just $19.95, brand name tires, and quality auto parts from all leading manufacturers. We'll get you back on the road better than ever. So visit me in Franklin or check us out online at thriftycarsct.com.
Dean's Corner Diner, Main Street, Jewett City says they have the best breakfast in town. Stop in and find out for yourself or call in your order at 860-376-9141. Dean says go Bella, go Wolverines.
And we welcome you back to Griswold High School. We have a good one going here tonight. The Wolverines of Griswold versus the Plainfield Panthers. 2:23 to go in the third quarter. Griswold holds a 2-point edge, 35-33. As the Panthers will have the ball to inbound on the far side of the court, on their end of the court. And Dubé will throw it in bounds.
And as we were talking about before the timeout, Dembinski with a great play on offense and defense, grabbing his own rebound.
Conyers double teamed again, goes up with the ball off the front of the rim, grabs his own rebound and banks it in, and he flexes his muscles on his way down the court. Better watch himself because that'll be a technical foul. And Koziel takes the ball for the Wolverines across midcourt. Farrell is not going to get a break. I thought he was out.
Matson
with a bangs a 3. It looked like he might even have got fouled on that. long three-pointer. And Griswold has the lead by 3 again, 38-35.
12 points for Matson now.
Dubé over to Arriaga. That's the lineup that worked early in the first half for the Panthers.
Yes.
Back to Dubé. Dubé with it, top of the key, picks up the dribble, looks back to Arriaga. Arriaga dribbles right, back to Dubé. He's going to be looking for Conyers. Conyers gets the ball, double teamed by Kojal and Sims. Arriaga takes it. No good. Kojal grabs the rebound for the Wolverines. Here he comes. Up court, looks to cut to the paint. Cut off there by Arriaga. Long three-pointer.
Curtis no good, but he...
By Farrell Curtis. Grabs his own rebound. Ball's on the floor. And it looked like it was Bryce Carchidi had the rebound for the Panthers. And now Arriaga has it. Back to Conyers. Conyers going to look to drive. It's guarded there by Mikey Sims or by Dembinski. Long three-pointer, no good.
Oh, man.
Way out. That was almost at midcourt.
If he made that,
by Kojal. Now he's starting to get a little bit greedy, but Kojal loses the handle, and he's fouled. He was reaching for the ball. He was lost the handle a little bit.
Yep.
And he was fouled there by Kyle Holt.
That's Holt's first. Already 4 fouls for the Panthers. They had 2 in that first half. So 3 fouls away from the bonus for the Wolverines. So something to think about.
Kojal looking to inbound. He's going to get it off to Matt Dembinski. Dembinski looks it for Matson. Matson with the 3, no good. Rebound fought for by Kojal and Arriaga. Loose ball out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Panthers. Good hustle there by Kojal, diving for the loose ball. But it's going to go out of bounds to Plainfield anyway. But you got to love the hustle.
Yeah, Andrew, he's one of those players. He's very aggressive. He goes after the ball a lot. He's really great.
Full court press here now by the Wolverines as Matson guards Arriaga and leaves Conyers wide open. Triple team. He gets it to Dubé. Dubé over to the corner to Ahern. Ahern fakes the shot, drives the lane.
Blocked by Dembinski. And a foul on Sims.
On the floor. It was was Sims on the foul on that one?
I think so.
We're gonna get the call.
Yep.
It was Sims. So it's his third. And he's gonna Dembinski's gonna take a break.
Yep.
We're gonna get Jason Hall's gonna come into the game, and so is Savage.
Yep.
Coming in for Kojal. So a big lineup there for the Wolverines.
They want to stop Conyers before the half.
The foul was on the floor, so it was an inbound pass. Here's Dubé with a long 3 from the corner, bangs it in. Tie ball game. 10 seconds to go. Hall inbounds it to Curtis. Curtis with it, top of the key. Free throw line extended. Gets it over to Savage, who puts it in. 1 second to go, and that's the quarter. So that was a great look by, good play drawn up by the Wolverines.
Definitely.
And they found Seth Savage wide open in the corner. They left him there, and he banged it in. And Griswold, lo and behold, has a 2-point lead after a great third quarter. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the exciting conclusion to this ball game. End of the third quarter, it's 40 Griswold, 38 Plainfield.
Hi, it's John Mancini from Eastern Connecticut Savings to tell you how you can add a little more time to your day by utilizing our convenient online and mobile banking services. No need to make a special trip to deposit a check account balances, transfer funds between accounts, and so much more from the comfort of, well, anywhere. You can do it all from your iOS or Android mobile device. Learn more at bankeasternct.com or visit any of our convenient locations because your time matters.
Eastern Connecticut Savings, member FDIC.
And we're back in Griswold as we are just about to get set for the start of the fourth quarter. Griswold leads Plainfield 40-38 in its rivalry night here on SNSN. And don't forget, next week's rivalry night we'll be bringing you from NFA, Norwich Free Academy in Norwich, Connecticut, where the Norwich NFA Wildcats will be taking on the New London Whalers. So that should be a good one.
That should be a very good one. We got a good one on our hands here, though. This game hasn't disappointed at all.
Absolutely not. Back and forth. The leads changed hands about a half dozen times in the third quarter alone.
Definitely.
So we'll see if Griswold can hold on here. They'll have a 2-point lead when we get the game started. It'll be Plainfield ball out of bounds to the far side mid-court. And Dubé will bring it in for the Panthers.
If they bring Gilo back in, and
Ahern has it to Conyers. Conyers looking, guarded there by C.J. Matson. Back to Arriaga. Arriaga back to Conyers. That's a mismatch there. Yep. Matson and Conyers. Back to Dubé. Dubé being guarded by Gillo. That's a mismatch as well. Arriaga back. Good hands there. Quick hands by Dembinski. Stole the pass away. Here comes Farrell Curtis. Has the ball. Gets it over back to Farrell Curtis. At the top of the key. Splits the defenders. Goes to the ground. And loses the handle. It goes out of bounds. And the ball's going to be going to Plainfield.
Yeah, he wanted a foul, but didn't get it.
He caught the ball top of the three-point arc. Faked the shot. Split the defenders, but he tripped on the way through. And it was incidental, so it was no foul. So the Plainfield has the ball down 2. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Dubé has the ball to Arriaga. Arriaga guarded there by Gillo. Dubé guarded by Dembinski. Dembinski to Ahern. And they call a block on Matson. That's kind of a tough call, but it is what it is.
Fans not too pleased with the call.
He didn't even drive. It was his feet were still, but it is what it is. You're not going to change his mind by whining about it. So here's Conyers for Plainfield. Conyers over to Dubé. Dubé looking for Arriaga but he gets it to Conyers. Conyers guarded by Matson, puts up a 3. No good, air ball. Rebounded by Ahern. Gets it to Karchidi, puts it up, no good. Fight for the ball. Conyers hits the deck again.
Fight $1 for every time.
He'd have a lot of dollars.
I know.
But the ball's going to go to Griswold. And they still hold a 2-point lead, 40-38. We're a minute 16 into the fourth quarter. No one's splashed the net yet here. So we're hoping there that Griswold can do it as Curtis brings it up the court. Cuts it to, that was a great play. Gillo, but it was blocked. He cut to the hoop, but it was blocked from behind by Karchidi. They have Dubé trapped in the corner. He throws it off of Curtis, but Plainfield got the timeout. So while they're in a timeout, we're going to take a quick timeout. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Wolverine basketball right here on SNSN.
Hi, I'm Harry, the Tooth Fairy. Or at least I used to be the Tooth Fairy. Business was great. Then people started discovering Griswold Dental. Dr. Norman Katzoff and his staff can do things to help you keep your teeth longer. It's enough to make an old tooth fairy cry. Griswold Dental can do all the work in-house. Imagine a new crown in 2 hours. They even know how to make dental anxiety go away. They even have a laser that can help with your gums. Griswold Dental will make you want to smile again. They can restore, clean, and help prevent all those problems that keep me in business. Dr. Katzoff and his staff will make you feel like family. They're friendly and you'll be comfortable. Contact Griswold Dental today and set up an appointment. 860-376-2624. 860-376-2624. Griswold Dental, 87 Slater Avenue, Jewett City. Tell them the Tooth Fairy sent you.
Hey, we're back here now in Griswold. We are just about ready to get back to the action here. Griswold leads it 40-38 with 6:27 to go in the fourth quarter. Griswold in their home whites will be defending to our right. Dubé gets it into Conyers. Conyers back to Dubé. Back to Conyers. Top of the key, gets it over to Arriaga. Gets it down to Ahern with a long 3. And he flashes it. And Plainfield takes a 1-point lead, 41-40.
That's his first point since the first quarter.
First quarter, yes. So Farrell Curtis with the ball, top of the free throw arch. Tries to get it down low to Curtis. Looks like Mikey Sims. Gets it down to Mikey Sims there. He's tripped on the play, and it's going to stay with. It's going to stay with
the Wolverines.
The Wolverines here.
So that's the third foul for Ahern.
As C.J. Matson checks out of the game.
Yep, Cozy
will come back in. Sims with the ball, looks top of the key to Gillo. Gillo guarded there by Holt.
Binsky with a pick.
Here's Kojal. Pump fake. Puts it up.
No good.
No good off the front of the rim. Rebound by Dembinski. Tries to go down low to the baseline. Bounces it off Conyers. Out of bounds to the Wolverines.
That's the second time Dembinski, I believe, has grabbed his own rebound in this half.
A little chatter going on between the two. That's good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Wolverines will inbound. Mikey Sims gets it top of the free throw circle. Looks down to Kogojal, drives the lane, puts it up and in. Griswold with the lead now, 42-41, 5:38 to go.
Gozio, 5 points on the night, his first point since the first quarter.
Dubé gets it across the Wolverine at midcourt. Over to Ahern, almost stolen away there by Curtis. There's another three-pointer.
No good.
On the front of the rim, no good. fight for the rebound. That's going to be a held ball, and the ball is going to go to the Wolverines on the possession arrow. Looked like, to me, that Gilo had the ball.
Yes.
Fair and square. And
I thought Gilo had the ball.
So it's okay. It's a Wolverine ball. They've got it across midcourt. Kojo has it far side, outside the arc. He's double teamed there. Left alone. Dembitsky puts it up and he drops it in, and it's going to count. And one. Good hustle all the way around by the Wolverines on that play. And Dembitsky is fired up on that one.
Yeah, and a great pass by Kozio as he's falling, passes the ball, and just gets it to Dembitsky in time.
Yeah, it was a one-handed, kind of like a backhand scoop pass.
Desperation pass.
Yeah, scoop pass.
So 4 points on the night.
Free throws up and good, so the conventional three-pointer.
Yep, a
45-41 now, 5:06 to go, fourth quarter. Dubé tries to drive the lane on Curtis, but he pulls it back up.
Looks like they're going to call it on Dembitsky.
Oh, wow. Definitely Conyers is throwing his elbows around, but he drives the lane, and Dembitsky's going to get called for the foul, even though everyone in the gym saw the elbow. Inbounding now is Dubé. Dubé gets it up top to Holt. Holt looking at Conyers. Conyers guarded by Dembitsky. Calls out the play. And right in front of the student section as they give him a little bit of a hard time.
Oh.
Conyers drives the lane, throws up.
Oh, in and out.
LeBron James with the head snap.
Gilo, no good.
With a no good. A good rebound there by Sims. Ball's on the floor. Going to call another jump ball. That ball's going to go over to Plainfield on the possession arrow. But that was good, really good hustle there by Sims to get the ball.
I thought he had the possession.
Tried to call a timeout, yeah. Tough to see from up here. We had a lot of bodies in the way. So Plainfield had the ball. Dubé's trying to inbound it. He's going to get it to Holt. Holt back to Conyers, and Conyers is going to slow it down. 45-41 with 4:31 to go in the fourth quarter. Griswold with the lead. Conyers hits over to Dubé. Dubé right at the Wolverine circle. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Holt. Holt to Conyers. Conyers looking for the lane, a clear lane. Takes a three-pointer. No good. It's almost like he's getting tired. It's almost like he's getting a little bit tired, Sean. His shot has been short in the last couple times down the floor.
He's getting greedy, too. He's had success from beyond the arc, but he's a forward. You know,
Right.
and forwards technically most of the time don't do that.
Right.
So he's getting a little greedy, probably a little chippy out there.
A little bit.
So
But
he's trying to show off a little bit. And
Griswold has it now on the turnover after you had a bounce play. Farrell Curtis with the basketball. Top of the three-point arc. Guarded there by Dubé. Picks up his dribble. Going to take a three-pointer, a long one, in and out. And rebounded there by Ahern. Ahern off to Dubé. Trying to push the floor now. Back to Conyers. He's going to take it to the hoop. Strong. Good defense by the Wolverines. And back on the floor again.
Dembitsky fouled, or Dembitsky called for the foul. That's his third. So, and Dembitsky's like, he looks at the ref and he says to him, "What am I supposed to do?"
So, on the play, it looked like there was a little bit of talking going back and forth between the referee and Conyers there, who's looking to get a technical foul called on Dembitsky because Dembitsky was dumbfounded how he got called for that foul when the kid was laying on the floor, basically. So both free throws were good, and it's a two-point ball game. 3:44 to go. Griswold with the lead. Curtis will bring it up the floor for the Wolverines.
24 points for Conyers. Those are his first 2 points.
Here's a cut to the basket. Oh, how did that not go in? Joel cut to the basket, had a clear lane, laid it up, and it bounced out. No good. So Plainfield with a chance to tie or take the lead with a three. Holt with the basketball, picks up his dribble, gets to Dubé. Dubé over in the corner to Brady.
That's the second time that's happened to Gilo now.
Right, yeah, twice tonight. Kick ball, back to Plainfield.
Wolverines just not catching any breaks in this quarter with the penalties.
But I'm telling you, we'll talk about it in the postgame a little bit. But here's almost a steal by Farrell Curtis on the inbounds. Well, here's Ahern now, looking for a pass, gets it to Dubé. He's going to put up a three. No good. Ball's out of bounds. It's going to go over to Griswold. A good effort there by Holt. He was there was two white jerseys around that ball when he went in and went for the ball when he was called for stepping on the baseline, and the ball will go to Griswold. So here come the Wolverines now. 3 minutes to go. They lead by 2, 45-43.
You want to try
to put the ball to Kozel. Kozel far side outside the three-point arc. Back up top to Dembinski. Dembinski has the ball guarded by Conyers. Backs him down. Little jump shot, and it doesn't go. Conyers, tapped out of bounds by Dembinski, and it'll go to Plainfield.
Dembinski, he had, I believe it was Curtis who was wide open, but I think he wanted to get a little bit of, on Conyers a little bit, and it didn't work.
Conyers doesn't play great defense, so he's a good offense. He has the ball now. He pulls back from the free throw line, and now we have a tie ball game, and he makes a little money sign, and I'll tell you, I'm not a fan of that.
Nope.
So here's Farrell Curtis at the free throw line extended. Gets it down low to Mikey Sims, who puts it up, but it rolls out. He's fouled nonetheless, and the Wolverines will go to the stripe.
Yep.
And it'll be Mikey Sims yet again.
I believe they're in the bonus
now.
They
are now, so he is 1 for 4 from the free throw stripe tonight.
Ahern, 4 fouls on the night for him.
First shot is up, and it's good. C.J. Matson checks back into the game, and Matt Dembinski comes out for the Wolverines. Good game tonight by Dembinski. Good, hard, physical defense by him.
Not a lot of points, but definitely on defense is where he's made his impact.
Second free throw's up.
No good.
No good. Rebound by Sims. Gets his own rebound. Throws it back to Farrell Curtis. Farrell Curtis drives the lane, splits 2 defenders, up and in. That's a three-point, ends up being a three-point play for the Wolverines. So good spot there. 48-45 with 2:02 to go.
So that
Conyers has the basketball, backs it down, guarded there by Kozel.
14 points for Curtis.
He's looking for a spot now. He's probably going to try to put that up. He hands it off to Holt, trying to get a little fancy there was Conyers, but he almost lost the basketball. Back to Dubé, guarded by Farrell Curtis. Back to Holt. Holt looks down low. Good play by Kozel to knock it away, but grabbed by Conyers. He can't do that. He throws his rear end out to push Kozel off of him. It's Kozel and Conyers right now. Kozel not showing any signs of being any kind of afraid. And another shot, another basket by Conyers. And he puts his hands in the air like, you can't stop me. And he's pointing to himself. Little arrogance by the Panthers here tonight for a team that's trailing in this ball game.
Yep, timeout.
Timeout on the floor. I will stay right here now. It's 1-point ball game, 48-47 with 1:17 to go. And what are you thinking about on this trip down the floor for the Wolverines, Sean?
Well, the Wolverines definitely need some points here. It's definitely been tough. Conyers has been a tough player to stop all game long. They haven't stopped him. They stopped him for maybe 2.5 minutes, but he's gotten going again. So they have to try to stop him. They also have to try to get Gilo on the board a little bit more. He hasn't scored since the first quarter, and that's not like Nick Gilo at all. So they have to try to get him on the board a little bit more. Curtis has done a great job. He stepped up tonight. So if they can continue to get him stepping up a little bit more, they should be just fine. C.J. Matson has been great from beyond the arc. Maybe they look a little bit more to him from beyond the paint.
That's what I'm looking at here. I think the Wolverines set it up a little bit, and look for Matson with an open look for a three. So we'll see. It's a 1-point ball game with a minute 17 to go here.
Can you get him? It cannot find playlist file.
So I don't know if we lost the broadcast. So we're still here.
Yep, we're still here.
We're coming out of the timeout now. The Wolverines will have the basketball on the far side of the court, on their end of the court.
Yep, a 1-point ball game.
On the floor now for the Wolverines is going to be Kozel, Curtis, Gilo, Sims, and Dembinski. Here's Curtis.
Yep, we're trying.
Across the midcourt stripe, has it above the three-point arc. Looks to Kozel. Puts the ball on the floor. Here's to Gilo. Gilo has the ball. Back over to Curtis. Minute to go in the ball game now. 1-point game. Back to Kozel. Kozel dribbles, picks it up, passes it over to Sims.
Yeah, the Wolverines now want to try to run down some clock.
A little bit of clock. Back to Farrell Curtis. Curtis guarded there by Ahern. Pretty soon they're going to have to either have to foul or going to do something. Griswold with the basketball now at top of the three-point arc. Dribbles, gets it over to Gillo. Gillo with the ball now to foul Curtis. 30 seconds to go now. Ahern with a foul. And the Wolverines will go to the free throw stripe.
That's it for Ahern. That's his fifth.
That's 47 seconds of possession on that possession alone before they committed the foul.
And now they go to the free throw. They go to the stripe. And Ahern out of the game. And he finishes with 6 points on the night.
5 fouls.
All coming from the corner.
His spot will be taken by Bryce Carchidi, number 24 for the Panthers. So 30.6 seconds to go. Griswold hanging on to a 1-point lead, 48-47. Farrell Curtis at the free throw stripe for his first shot.
First free throw all night for Curtis.
First one's up. It's good. Splashes that one, 49-47.
This could be huge. This could force them to make a three here if Curtis makes it.
Second free throw's up and in. 50-47. 30.6 seconds to go. Timeout on the floor. Griswold's going to have it, the timeout.
Yep.
While we have the opportunity, we're going to take one more commercial break before the end of this game. You're listening to Wolverine Basketball on SNSN.
Running a business requires you to be creative, flexible, and accessible to serve your valued customers. Shouldn't you expect the same from your business bank? Hello, I'm Mike Alberts.
And I'm Bill Kuchar, and we represent the business lending team at Jewett City Savings Bank.
We serve businesses like yours, which are vital to helping build our local economy. When you entrust your business banking to Jewett City Savings Bank, you'll get a bank-wide commitment to helping you and your business succeed. We focus on delivering the business financing solutions that are always in your best interest.
From revolving lines of credit and flexible term loans to commercial mortgages and construction loans, Jewett City Savings Bank is ready to work with you for all your business financing needs.
To find out more, call Bill Kuchar or me, Mike Alberts, at 860-376-4444 or visit us online at jcsbank.com.
Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And here we are back in Griswold. We are ready for an exciting finish of this game. For the second time in a row we've done a game. It's going to come down to the final shot.
Definitely, yeah, that's right, Scott. It's definitely been close all the way throughout. Definitely a fun game to call. And, I mean, there's been a lot of action all the way throughout. It looked like the Wolverines in the first quarter might have a chance of running away with it, but the Panthers quickly dampened that hope.
So here we go, 30 seconds to go now. Dubé's bringing the ball up court for the Panthers. Let me guess where they're going to go.
I'm going to put my money on Conyers, but they call a timeout.
Another timeout. 23.8 to go now.
So we're going to take another
quick one.
break.
We'll go back to one more while we got the time. 50.
What does it mean to be your one-stop auto shop? A place that does it all. Makara Vehicle Services, North Main Street in Norwich is that place. Makara Vehicle Services. Find their hours of operation at www.makaravehicle.com.
Know your limit. Don't drink and drive. But if you do drink, drink responsibly. Take a tip and alternate alcoholic drinks with water or non-alcoholic beverages. Pace yourself. Keep track of how many drinks you've had. Eat before you drink. Choose a drink containing lower alcohol concentration and don't have more than one drink per hour. The standard drink size is 12 ounces for beer, 5 ounces for wine, and 1 ounce for liquor. For a handy Know Your Limit drinks versus weight chart, go to putnampride.org.
Okay, we're back once again here in Griswold with 23.8 seconds to go. Griswold holding on to a slim 3-point lead, 50-47, as we're coming out of a timeout. Plainfield will have the basketball right at center court on the near side bench. Dubé will take it in, guarded by Farrell Curtis.
So once again, just for note, Koziel on Conyers.
We'll see how that
now
works. Conyers is trying to break free. They're going to look for him. Koziel on Connors. Connors with the ball. Dribbled it in. Took a couple steps. It gets it in. Looks like he took more than 2 steps on that, but referee sees it otherwise. But
another timeout taken?
He drops, the timeout on the floor.
It's a full timeout, but we're going to stay here for that one.
14.6 seconds to go. It's a 1-point ball game now, 50-49.
Now I got to think they're going to play up on defense, try to get the ball back quickly. The Panthers are. So if the Wolverines can get a ball to one of their players on the inbound, the Panthers will quickly foul, then the Wolverines will go to the free throw line. And then if they can make those, the Wolverines might be sitting pretty. So we'll see what happens. It looks like C.J. Matson coming in for Mikey Sims.
Yep.
They want a little bit of speed on the
speed,
court.
and they also want their best free throw shooters out on the court too. So, coach is getting into some final instructions here. Like I said, 14.6 seconds to go. This is another tight one.
And I think if the Wolverines, after the free throws, if they get the ball back, which hopefully they will, for their sake, but I would expect a couple of the taller guys to come in at the end of the game. Maybe you see a Ceccarelli or a Seth Savage come in and get some height and try to stop Conyers at the end of the game, because you know the ball's going to go to him. It's been going to him all night, and that's probably what I would do in that situation, is get a little height on him. And the winner of this game does play Montville. The loser will play Wyndham Tech.
That's well on Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. Our first ball game will be at 5 p.m.
Mike Minarski and myself.
Yeah, 3 days in a row. So here we go. 14.6 seconds to go. Griswold inbound. Full court press by the Panthers. Trying to get it in. Gets it to Koziel. Fouled right away. Hard foul. That was not a good look there for the Plainfield Panthers. That was a really hard foul, but you know what? Koziel's a tough kid. He bounced right back up.
Yep. And Holt called for second foul. And the coach talking it over with.
He wanted the intentional foul.
Yeah.
That should have been an intentional foul, and that should be 2 free throws in possession for the Wolverines. But hence it's not going to be. So Koziel at the free throw line. 13.1 to go. 1 point lead for the Wolverines. First shot is up.
No good.
It's good. It's good. Big free throw there by Koziel. Here's a big one here now. First one. Next one's up. No good.
Perchidi with the rebound.
Perchidi rebounds to Dubé. Dubé with the basketball. Looks to drive the hoop. Takes the jump shot and no good. Rebound by Farrell Curtis. Griswold with the rebound. 3.7 seconds to go. They're going to have the ball on the free throw stripe with a chance to put this game away, Sean.
Yep, and Curtis, 3 rebounds all night, but that last rebound comes at a perfect time, and now the Wolverines are in the double bonus with 3.7 seconds to go and a timeout taken, but we're going to stay here again.
Yeah, we're going to finish this game here before we...
A hard-fought game. You know, it was really tough for both teams. The Panthers, though, they didn't lead for a lot of this game, but they didn't let the Wolverines run away with it.
Right. They were down by 7, and they fought right back into it. They actually took the lead right at the start of the second half, and has been back and forth ever since.
And the Wolverines, I'm sure Coach will tell you that the turnovers, they have to work on those still. In defense, they have to get better on defense.
So let's be fair. That kid, Markeith Conyers, is a pretty heck of a good basketball player.
Yes.
And although I don't like the showboating and the taunting and the unsportsmanlike stuff, he's a heck of a basketball player. So, but I can do without the hands to the sky and the pleading to the refs and the falling on the floor.
Right.
And that's the product of the NBA now. That's what the NBA has become. You know, every time someone doesn't get the call that goes their way, they throw a temper tantrum, and especially number 23 for the Lakers.
Yeah.
We won't mention any names.
Right.
So here we go with 3.7 seconds to go. Farrell Curtis will be at the free throw stripe for the Wolverines. They lead by 2.
So if he makes both of them, it's a 4-point game, which essentially makes it a lot difficult.
And you let him shoot the three-pointer. You don't. You're Coach Molesky. You say no fouls. So
right.
Let them shoot whatever they're going to shoot. But the key is here making both of these free throws. Curtis is 2 for 2 tonight from the free throw line.
Crowd silent.
First one's up. No good. So that's a big miss there. He's got to make this one. A lot of pressure on that young man down there.
Yes.
Second one's up. And that one's good. 3-point game, 52-49. Collier throws up a wild shot. No good. Not even close. And that's your ball game. Griswold's going to escape here with a 52-49 win over Plainfield. And a wild, wild shot there at the end of the game. It's not what they were looking for at the end of the game, I'm sure.
They had to just get something up.
The teams will shake hands at the end of the game, and the Wolverines will win with class, as they generally do, especially here on their home floor.
You taking a break? You want us to take a break?
All right,
let's take a break.
We'll come back. We'll recap. Maybe get one of the young men up here to talk. You're listening to Wolverine basketball exclusively on SNSN.
Town & Country Discount Oil is a family-owned company providing reliable and dependable service since 1996. Town & Country is licensed and insured with top-notch customer service and a well-trained staff servicing your residential and commercial needs. Town & Country strives to get you everyday low prices year-round. So call them 860-376-6008 or check them out on the web at townandcountrydiscountoilllc.com. Town & Country Discount Oil, delivering savings you'll warm up to.
For 30 years, Allstate Insurance Trahan Agency has been serving all of your home, auto, and life insurance needs. 860-564-3383 to find out why he is the trusted agent on the shoreline. Kevin Trahan is a proud supporter of Wolverine Sports.
You buy better.
Better it burns.
Much better.
So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns.
You buy better it burns. You buy better.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and the Burns Agency is pausing to give thanks. We'd like to thank our loyal customers for their continued support and give a special thank you to all of you who continue to bring us new opportunities. So from our Burns Agency family to all of yours, we wish you happy holidays and a healthy new year.
Better it burns.
Much better.
So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns.
You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Hey, we're back here in Griswold. The final score tonight was Griswold 52 and Plainfield 49. They shut the scoreboard off on us, so we.
Yep.
That was the score. I'm pretty sure that was the score.
Yeah, 52-49.
Great game, back and forth throughout the second half.
Definitely.
Some excellent defense, some not so excellent defense.
Yeah, well,
at points.
I mean, if you subtract the 31 points that they gave up to Conyers, then you're looking at a much different ball game. But
yeah, and like I said earlier, that he's a talented young man. He just needs to cool down with the antics, so he can go a lot far.
Yeah, definitely. But Conyers definitely stepped up big time in that fourth quarter. Hold on one second.
Okay, so hey, up in the SNSN broadcast booth now, we have number 14 for the Wolverines, Farrell Curtis. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Good job tonight.
Thank you.
So a couple things we wanted to talk to you about. You had 17 points.
Yep.
So that was awesome. But what are you thinking there at the free throw stripe? End of the game, you got a chance to ice it.
I thought I was going to knock him down. Ended up missing one, but that's just how the game goes.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit more interesting there at the end now.
Yeah.
They had their guy at the end of the game with a shot, and it was wild. So, that young man, Conyers, is a really good basketball player. So how do you guys feel about that guy?
We knew we had to force him right the whole game. He loves to go with his left. Our defenders did well, I think. He got left a couple of times. He scored a good amount. But I think we had some good defenders on him, switching him up every once in a while.
Yeah, it was, he's very talented, obviously. But, you guys didn't let his hands to the sky and his flopping get to you guys. So that was good. You guys kept a cool head. You win with class. That's the Wolverine way.
Yeah.
All right, so next game, Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, you guys will be playing Montville, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Good
luck and congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up here from Griswold. Another great game. It was a pleasure.
Yes.
With you again tonight, Sean.
Yep, definitely.
And another close game, another fun game to do. And our next game together will be next Friday night. NFA versus New London from NFA, but your next game is going to be Saturday.
Yep.
Are you doing both games?
Yes, we're doing both games.
You guys are going to do both games. So you'll do the consolation game, which is Wyndham Tech versus Plainfield, and the championship game will be Montville versus Griswold immediately following. So probably around 7:15ish. Right there. Okay.
Same for both, though.
Yes.
Sure.
Well, for Mike Minarski and Sean Anderson, I'm Scott Fryer.
And Kyle Gunderman.
Kyle Gunderman with you too. Thanks, a great job tonight. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and Happy New Year, everybody. You're listening to Wolverine Basketball exclusively on SNSN.
You've been listening to Griswold High School basketball on SNSN, the streaming news and sports network. Today's game has been brought to you by
Town & Country Discount Oil, Eastern Connecticut Savings, the Burns Agency in Dayville and Norwich, Griswold Family Dental, Thrifty Auto Sales of Franklin Dish Motor Group, Griswold Pride, Allstate Insurance, the Kevin Trahan Agencies in Central Village and Niantic, Dean's Corner Diner, American Ambulance, Macara Vehicle Services, and the Jewett City Savings Bank.
We'll see you next time the Wolverines take the court on SNSN, the streaming news and sports network.